In this video, I want to cover the female nurses forced out of changing rooms after complaining about a trans colleague. We don't know what the complaint was. We don't know what the specifics, but however, to form a complaint shows that there must be something unsavory that obviously was going on for them to complain. And also, obviously, if you have, as they say, a religious conviction, then you want to be able to practice your faith in all honesty and integrity and not be compromising with this crazy New World Order tactics. But they said that, I think they were from Darlington Memorial Hospital, and they launched a legal case in June alleging sexual harassment, which is interesting because one thing I've noticed when it comes to LGBTQ, for some reason the media are, how can I put it, they are retiring. They don't want to be specifics or go into the crimes that are carried out by that group. Or what they do, they try to play it down or not tell you, the gender. So it's quite cruel, and it makes you wonder, what are the motives? Here you have a group of nurses, 5 who was brave enough to come forward, 5 who was brave enough to come forward and says, this is nonsense. What about our female rights? Women have struggled to get their voices heard. But now it seems that you have, was it Bruce Bregner was voted the best woman of the year. Somebody's playing games with humanity. That voted the best woman of the year, and you got women in the audience clapping, and you think to yourself, do they really applaud him, or are they just being brainwashed, scared to lose their jobs? So you go on with the New World Order, you go on with this madness, this craziness. In the report, one of the women says, what about women who have past traumas, whose religious and cultural beliefs prevent them from undressing? And they use the term, not my term, they use the term around men, suffered panic attacks as a result of the arrangement. The women said that they had been left feeling degraded and dehumanized. After being offered a temporary locker room to change instead. They said it's a colleague, one transgender, just one. And they're prepared to turn the NHS upside down for one colleague. And you begin to realize what exactly is going on, where you are meant to feel, you're meant to feel disfranchised, you're meant to feel dehumanized, you're meant to feel subhuman for one individual. The same individual who claims that they go through more discrimination than any other group. Yet the government are willing to bend over backwards, even if it means making women feel uncomfortable. These new persecution of Christian doctors and Christian nurses, where one Christian doctor who refused to play this New World Order tactics, and he lost his job. They're crying out for nurses, they're crying out for doctors, yet they're willing for one individual to sack tons of Christian doctors and nurses. Just to save one individual. And you begin to realize there is something sinister behind it. Because this is the same government who don't mind going around the world, bombing children, killing them. They're the same government that claim they're so sensitive and so weak and so woke and cancer culture that they want to protect the lives of LGBTQ and their values and their philosophy. Yet they have no problem going around the world killing innocent babies. You begin to realize there's a strategy behind it. There is a tactic, an evil, manipulative, political tactics behind it. The government have no love, no sensitivity. They wanted to throw these nurses, these female nurses, under the bus to save one individual. And we don't even know what this individual did. But for them to file sexual harassment, I'll leave that to your imagination. But it tells you when certain groups commit crimes and the government cover it up, you know something is seriously wrong with this end times world full of deception and satanic trickery that's designed to put your mind to sleep while this chaos just continues indefinitely.